So, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but I was at the Renaissance show last week and I thought it was the perfect excuse to rank the Renaissance album. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Kareem, and as I was saying in the intro, I had the pleasure of seeing Beyoncé live for the first time ever last week, and it made me change my mind about some songs on the Renaissance album, and I thought, why not make a video where I give you my new ranking of the 16 songs. So I will first start by giving you my ranking, and then I'm gonna show you my Last.fm stats, because I find it interesting to compare what I think are my favorite songs and what are the songs that I actually listen to the most. And then I'm gonna give you a very quick review on what I thought of the show, and at the end maybe I'll add in a couple of clips that I filmed. So let's just start. Oh no, wait, before I start, I just wanna preface this. Just in case this video somehow reaches the Beehive, I want to make it clear that this is my personal opinion. It is not a fact, it is not the truth, it is just my personal opinion on an album. If you disagree, please feel free to share your own ranking in the comments. At the end of the day, this is just for fun. Yeah, now that this is out of the way, let's start. At number 16, my least favorite song on the album is Church Girl. Nothing works in this song for me. I don't like the sample in the intro that, repeats throughout the song. I don't like her voice. I don't like the song lyrically. I don't like it sonically. At number 15, I put Thick. I like some aspects of it. There's a part in the second verse where she changes her voice and her delivery. I also like the bridge, but the rest of the song is just a big no for me. I don't like the lyrics. They're so cringy. I feel like the rest is just so noisy. This is probably going to be an unpopular opinion, but at number 14, I put Energy featuring Beam. I don't like that song. I don't like it at all. I feel like in this song there are too many sounds at the same time that it ends up sounding like noise, especially in the second verse. The second verse is probably the worst thing on this album. And even Beyoncé, she sounds bored. So these three songs are the only ones on the album that I don't even have in my library, because I never listen to them. I never want to listen to them. These three songs are a no. At number 13, I have Summer Renaissance, which is the closer on the album. Honestly, I feel very indifferent about this song. It's not a bad song, but it's not a great song either. I love that it samples I Feel Love by Donna Summer. I think it makes sense within the album, given the themes and the sound. I think Beyoncé sounds so good singing those iconic melodies, but I feel like the song is too long and it feels very repetitive, that I become bored halfway through it and I never feel like I want to listen to it. But I do think it is the perfect closer for the album, so I'll give it that. At number 12, I put All Up In Your Mind. I initially liked this song quite a lot, but I think it aged quite badly, for me at least. I just don't ever feel like I want to listen to it. I like the production on this song. I think it is the best aspect of it, but again, it's not a bad song, but it's not a great song either, and I mostly skip it when it comes on, if I'm being honest. Number 11, I put Cozy. I like the verses on this song. I like them very much. The chorus, not so much. Yeah, it's another one of the songs where I just lose interest as the song progresses. Again, not a bad song, not a great song either. At number 10, again, I think this one's gonna be unpopular. It's Cuff It. Now, hear me out. I do think this is the catchiest song on the album. It is very pop, disco, but I just always felt like something was missing. But then she released the Wetter remix and I completely changed my mind about the song. I think the remix with the more slowed down production and the extra lyrics here and there gave it so much more personality. I really enjoyed the remix. I think it is way better than the original studio version. I never listened to it on purpose, but if it comes on, I will not skip it and I will enjoy it. Okay, now I feel like starting from number 9 are all songs that I genuinely love. And number 9, I put I'm That Girl, but I feel like it's too low. I love that song. Honestly, like number 9, number 8, number 7 are interchangeable. It's difficult to rank them. Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with what I wrote. Listen, choices had to be made, so let's just stick to what I wrote. At number 9, I have I'm That Girl, as I was saying. I think this song was the perfect opener for the album. I think it introduces the sound and maybe the themes on this album very well. I love the attitude. She sounds so sure of herself, so confident, and I love it. I love the verses, I love the chorus, I love the bridge, I love the production, I love everything about it. I love how the song evolves. There's this sort of like urgency in her voice that you can feel more and more as the song progresses. And yeah, it's chef's kiss. At number 8, I put Plastic Off the Sofa. Now this is classic R&B Beyonce. I'm so happy we have at least one song like this on the album. It's the Beyonce that I love the most. Her vocals on this song are incredible. One of the best vocal performances on this album. I've already mentioned it once in another video, but like the vocal run towards the end of the song is one of the greatest things Beyonce has ever recorded. There's also a change in the key. I don't know the technical terms, like for the same melody, and I love it. It's small details like this that make me appreciate a song. And then it transitions so well into the next song, which also happens to be my next song in the ranking, and that's Virgo's Groove at number 7. I feel like this song would have been higher if it wasn't that long because of its length. I'm too lazy to listen to a 6-minute song, if that makes sense. I just sometimes don't listen to it just because I don't want to go through the entire 6 minutes. This is another song where so much happens at the same time, especially vocally, like her vocals and then ad-libs and then background vocals, but in this case, it's all fits perfectly well. And just yeah, I love the melody, I love the instrumentation, I love the background vocals, I love the ad-libs, I love the way there's like this tension that builds up and builds up until it crescendos at the end with this stunning outro where vocally she is at her best. And again, it transitions so well into the next song, which is also the next song in my ranking, I promise. This was not done on purpose. At number 6, I have Move. Now, Move used to be in my top 5, but another song took its place, and you'll see which one. Move, I just loved it from my first listen. I love the Afrobeats influence, I love the attitude and the confidence in her voice and her delivery. The two features, Grace Jones and Thames, add so much to the song, and the song wouldn't have been the same without them. My favorite part is the pre-chorus and the bridge. And now we have reached the top 5. At number 5, I put Break My Soul, which was the lead single of this album. First of all, the way it starts and transitions from energy, I think it is the best transition in the album. It flows so smoothly, and then it starts in a like very chaotic way. Somebody is screaming in your ear, and I think it was the perfect choice for the lead single because it represents the sound of the album so well, and the song aged like fine wine. I love it just as much as I did a year ago. I love the chorus. It is the ultimate club banger. At number 4, I put America Has a Problem. Now, I love that song from my first listen. I love the production. I love how Beyonce sings and then she raps. I love her cadence. I love her attitude. I love her energy. And then she dropped a remix with Kendrick Lamar, and he elevated that song to such new highs. I think it is one of my favorite Kendrick verses of all time. I just adore his verse. I never thought he could sound so good on a beat like that, on a dance beat, but he does. And I also love how the remix has small changes in the production. Mainly Beyoncé, adds in like background vocals during Kendrick's verse, and I love those tiny changes. I love that it's an actual remix and not just a verse that is added and that's it. Like, I just love that it's not just an extra verse by Kendrick. At number 3, we have the song that maybe inspired me to make this video in the first place, because it's a song that I initially didn't like very much until the concert, until I heard it live, and that's when, I had an epiphany about the song. And it's Pure Honey. In the beginning, I just didn't really connect to that song for some reason, but now I'm like obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with the way she performed it live, like the attitude that she exuded, the energy. I love both parts of the song. I don't know which one I prefer yet. Maybe the first, but then when I listen to the second one, it's like, no, I actually like the second one more. I think both are just incredible. In the Honey section in particular, I really like the way she sings. She sounds like she's having so much fun. There's like the background vocals, the nasty line, those melodies, and then the outro is just iconic at this point. At number 2, if this doesn't give you an indication, then I don't know what will, but it's Heat It. And yes, the song is at number 2 purely because of the outro. It's just that good. I'm so sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. That outro, iconic. It was the moment that everybody was waiting for at the concert, and everybody screamed the lyrics. Finally, my number 1 song on the album should be of no surprise if you watched my top songs of 2022 video, which I'm gonna put somewhere here. Alien Superstar, obviously. I still love that song so much. I still think it is a career highlight for Beyonce. I love the way it is constructed. I love the way she sings, and you know, Beyonce does everything on this song. She sings, she sounds like an angel, she raps, she's giving you attitude, she's giving you confidence. The production is so dreamy. What is there else to say about this song that hasn't already been said? I don't think anything comes close to the greatness of this song. I really hope she drops a video for this song in particular. I'm very curious to see how she would present that song visually. So yeah, this was my ranking of Renaissance. The ranking obviously is not set in stone. I will probably change my mind tonight. Now, as I said in the intro, we're gonna look at my Last FM stats very quickly. We can see Church Girl, Thick and Energy are my 3 least played songs. Makes absolute sense. Pure Honey is very low because, as I said, I did not listen to that song a lot before the concert, but it should go up in the next weeks. And then Summer Renaissance, Plastic Off the Sofa, Cozy, I'm That Girl, All Up in Your Mind, and America Has a Problem, but if you count the remix, it is my 3rd most played song. Virgo's Groove, Cuff-It, again, if you count the remix, it's my 4th most played song. And then I have Move, Heated, Alien Superstar with 77 plays, and at number 1, Break My Soul with 79 plays, which makes sense because it dropped a month before the album. Now that we're talking about my ranking and compared it to my actual stats, I just want to quickly give you my opinion on the show. So I went to the Paris show in Stade de France, and I had Pelouse Or tickets with the VIP package, so VIP 6, which meant that we got some gifts and we had early entrance. The gifts were this 10, 10, 10. I think we were supposed to get it out during Heated, but I was too, you know, engrossed in the moment that I didn't even like think of getting it out. So yeah, there's this. I don't know what I will do with it. We got a cap, hat, I don't know how you call those. And then we got this sort of like red tote bag with small drawings that represent the album. And I bought this shirt. And now about the actual show, I had so much fun. I think this is one of my favorite concert experiences ever. It was an actual show beginning to end. It lasted almost 3 hours. The visuals were so pretty, so beautiful. She looked incredible. She sounded incredible. Favorite parts of the concert were Diva. I lost my shit when she started singing it. That was such a moment. Heated, obviously, the outro when everybody was screaming that part. And yeah, Pure Honey. Pure Honey was incredible. The one thing I do have to say is more than half of the show was dedicated to songs from the Renaissance album, which makes sense because this tour is to promote that album. But I wish there were more songs from her older catalog. So many classics and hits were missing. And I'm not just talking about like Halo or Single Ladies. Bangers like Upgrade You, End of Time. But I understand it is difficult to make a set list when you have over 20 years worth of albums and songs. The other thing that I want to talk about, and it's also the main criticism that I've seen, was that there weren't a lot of dances and choreography from Beyonce. The image and the idea that we have of a Beyonce show is lots of choreography. In this show, it is true that she didn't have a lot of choreography, but at the same time, she seemed to be enjoying herself way more on stage. It wasn't like controlled by to the minute. She was just dancing and feeling herself. She was freer on stage, and I think it is also something that was nice to watch. It's nice to see an artist be free on stage. I think there's merit to both types of performing, but I understand where this criticism comes from. I personally do wish that I got to witness a Beyonce show where she was like giving just pure choreography from start to finish, but it is what it is. I still had so much fun, and I would love to go again. Will forever cherish those memories. I had very high expectations and she met every single one of them, and I hope I get to see her again in the future. So we have reached the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I love making lists and like ranking songs on an album, so I definitely hope to be making more of these. If you went to the Renaissance show, or if you're going, let me know what you thought, what you're excited to see. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to support this channel. I appreciate every single comment and like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.